Alright boys, welcome to the video. So in today's video, I wanted to go over product selection and getting you guys printing for Q4 and giving you guys the ability to learn the most important component of dropshipping or e-commerce, which is the product that you're selling. First, before I dive into how to find these products or the criteria of these products, I kind of want to discuss why product selection is super important. So if you are a beginner to dropshipping, or even if you're advanced, we know that the whole point of dropshipping is to build a service-based model on the internet. Every single big person in the world, for example, like Paul Mitchell, had a very strong belief in their product. I like to bring up Paul Mitchell because if you look at his hair product and you look at his story on how he took that and sold that company for I think around $6 billion, he said, and he even knew, that everything boils down to your product. If you don't believe in your product, or if you don't have a valuable enough product to where people want it or feel like they need it, you're never going to succeed. As we know, in dropshipping, product selection and in-depth videos on products are probably the most gate-kept thing in this industry because products are the key underlying component of everything. If every dropshipper just dropped you, good products and winning products, everybody would be printing. Why? Because products are what makes you the money. So how I like to teach my students that have never touched dropshipping before in their life is I always make them start out with step one. And step one is finding a good product. Understanding what a good product is, and that's when everything in dropshipping becomes so easy. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I find products, what my product selection criteria is, and get you guys, and by the end of this video, you will have the confidence to actually go and find a banger product right now for Q4. So without further ado, let's get to finding a product. Okay guys, so we are inside of Kalodata. So Kalodata is a website that all of dropshippers use right now to find products. Now, you can find products in many different ways by using the burner method. If you don't know what the burner method is, it's basically optimizing a social media page like YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram to only show you product related videos. So just like how your For You page or your Instagram page is optimized to show you videos that you like to see of cats or whatever the heck that you like to see, we are going to essentially optimize this page to only show us dropshipping videos so we can see other products that are going viral on social media, so then that we can steal those products and make our own money. Now, the method that I'm going to be showing in this video is the Kalodata method. It is the best method to find products out right now. This video is being released in November of 2025. So in November of 2025 and for the rest of this year and most likely the beginning of next year, Kalodata is the #1 tool to find winning products. On Kalodata, we can see the revenue generated from the products. We can see how many creators are on the product. We can download our creatives, which is our videos that we'll be using for our ads, directly on Kalodata. We can see a lot of different product insights, and it is very clear and easy to find a winner, which I'll be showing right now. Okay guys, so we are on Kalodata right now, and the first thing that I want you guys to do is to get familiar inside of the website. So I want you guys to look around, scroll around, look at the buttons, read everything, see, because I see that when a lot of people are learning something, you guys only listen to exactly what I'm saying and you don't actually do the research on your own. So as you're listening to me and as you're taking the action, I want you to be hands-on and get comfortable within the UI of the website. Look around, see, click on things, just feel around, because this is where you'll be spending majority of your time. Okay guys, so the first thing on Kalodata, guys, is your filters. So this is how we actually find winning products, and this is what a lot of mentors will gatekeep from you. So on the left-hand side of the website, this is all of our filters, right? So we have category, our dates, our revenue, our items sold, revenue source, which I'll get into that a little bit later, revenue source channel, revenue growth rate, we have our average unit price, etc., launch date. So these are all of our filters, right? So first, I'm going to start by explaining categories. So categories is basically, obviously, what it sounds like, the category of the products that you'll be picking. So we have women's wear, fashion accessories, sports, textiles, we have soft furnishing, we have beauty and personal care, phones and electronics, pet supplies, health, everything all the way down to here. So the first step to finding a good product is to research into a good category. So a lot of people like to say, there isn't a good category, there isn't a good niche, just go and find, don't limit yourself. So that is wrong. There are good niches. There are certain niches and certain categories that if if you want to make the most amount of money, you should be looking in the most. You know, any of these categories can sell, but which ones have, you know, the highest probability of selling, and which ones are doing the most and which ones are doing good year around, this is what I'm about to tell you. So first, with the ones that just do good year around and the ones that make the most money are, of course, women's wear and underwear. We have beauty and personal care. We have pet supplies. We have toys and hobbies. We have the health niche. Baby and maternity is a really good niche, but I wouldn't say it makes the most money all the time. That's really all that we have from right here though. So health, toys and hobbies, pet supplies, beauty and personal care, and women's wear. Oh, and fashion accessories you could do too, but it sounds kind of optional. So women's wear, beauty and personal care, pet supplies, toys and hobbies. These are going to be your main winning niches. So you can look within these niches. These are the niches that tend to have the most hair products. So now, another method that you guys can use is researching category by category, which is what I'll be doing in this video. This is what I like to do. Once I'm a little bit more comfortable with my product selection, I'm a little bit more confident, this is when I go ahead and start searching the categories individually, because I already know what category I want to look in, and I already know exactly the products that I'm trying to find. As a beginner, I would 100% recommend you just research all of the categories, because then you'll see just a wider range of products. So I definitely recommend beginners to just look in all categories until you're comfortable and you find a category that you want to stay with. For my advanced dropshippers, I would say just research category by category. On today's video, I'm going to start pretty simple. You know what? We'll start off with women's wear, because with women's wear, it'll be easier to show you products that are more eye-catching versus products that are plain. Because with women's wear, a lot of people will say, well, fashion isn't a wow factor or anything special about those kind of products. They're all kind of plain. Every creative just speaks for itself, but that is not true. I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to dissect each product to show you guys like why this product is more visually stunning and is more targeted towards being a winning, and is more likely to be a winning product versus products that are pretty plain, and like I just don't feel like, or I wouldn't sell. So first we're gonna set our women's wear. So we're gonna set our category to women's wear. Revenue. Some people may edit this filter. I do not. I don't really care too much about the revenue. Revenue is kind of, you look at it, you understand, but I'll go more in depth into that a little bit later. Revenue source, we want to do video. Our revenue source is basically where the revenue is being sourced from. So is it being sourced from a live video, a static card, which is a product card, or a video? Obviously, we want to find the products that have generated the most revenue from videos, because we are going to be running video ads. We ignore a revenue source channel. We ignore revenue growth rate. Average unit price, you can mess with this one a little bit. I like to put it at 15, so I like to keep it at $15. Sometimes I do 10, so I can see more products. It just depends, but I like to keep it around $15. Why do we do $15? Because we don't want to see products that are being sold on TikTok Shop for lower than that, because if it's being sold on TikTok Shop for super low, then it's going to be unlikely that we can sell it for higher, which is going to equal higher margins for us on meta ads. We ignore all these other filters. The only other filter here that matters a lot, and this is another thing that a lot of mentors would gatekeep from you, is the launch date. So this is how you really find banging products. This is how you really find banger products, because you can find products that have launched within 3 days, within 7 days, within a month, and obviously the one with the highest revenue and what fits your criteria, which if you're looking in the 3 or 7 days, you'll be able to get on products fast, because that's what Kalodata is all about. That's what e-com dropshipping is all about, is getting on something fast, being efficient with it, being better than who's already running it, and taking a large chunk of the pie of money. So with that being said, for today's video, we're going to be looking within the past 30 days. And you always want to make sure that this little revenue arrow is always down. Okay boys, so understanding how to find a good product on Kalodata first comes down to how to analyze and read Kalodata. So the first thing that you should be looking at, guys, is the revenue. You should be looking at the revenue, and you should be looking at revenue revenue graphs that are going up. So we can see, for example, this one right here, this women's lounge set 2025 fall set. This one is on a trajectory up, right? It has had 43, it was launched, so you can see right here, it was launched on October 25th. We have about 1.2K creators on it. And it's generated around $43,000 in revenue. So that is amazing, guys. That is perfect. That would be a product that, you know, just from reading it is how we would want to look at it. This product right here spiked up. This is, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this may be a more saturated product, but I need to look at it more. This product right here by the same brand. This one's taken off too. So, you know, you want to look at products that are going up. First product eye criteria that you should have is the graph is going up. If the graph is going up, you want to look at the product image, see it, okay, boom, okay. So we will look at this product right here. We'll see. It's been sold for $33, last 30 days, right? It was just launched on the 25th. So it started to go crazy just last week, and they've had a record high of a 6.5K a day. This is where I'm saying, like, revenue doesn't. Okay guys, so my camera died, but I want to get this video out to you guys, so, you know, I don't know. The quality is fine. I'm on my phone, so it's whatever. But so this is where I say that the revenue isn't that important. It still is important because 45K since October, it's kind of decent. There are products out there that have definitely made more than that, but 45K, you know, in just under a month for anything is not that bad. So this is where we kind of take into consideration, you know, the criteria of the product and the ads as well. Like, are the creatives good? Because, you know, all of those things are good, then it kind of overrules the revenue. It could be 20K revenue, 10K revenue. And, you know, if the product is good, then that's actually good, because then that means it hasn't made a lot of money. A lot of people aren't on it. A lot of people don't have it. And if the product's good, you could bring it over to Meta, which it may have never been on there. That's where we do, you know, competitor research on ad library. And then that's where you actually print if, you know, nobody's running it. But anyways, guys, so we go down to the video and ad, right? So we see, okay, so this ad right here has generated 24K in the past 30 days. That's really good. So this is just from one ad. Okay, so looking at the ads.
The stretch and this fuzzy set. It is like being
so good ad. So this is a really good ad because, first of all, I'm gonna tell you. So this is a really good ad, guys, because first of all, the quality is really good, right? The text is pretty plain. So one thing that I've been realizing since a lot of my product tests recently is that these kind of videos do really well. Like videos where it's just the text on, you know, it's just like simple text, like a POV, you found the coziest lounge set, or POV, I bought my friend the coziest lounge set. Things like that are just working really good on Meta ads right now. Really simple videos, hook creatives. So this is a perfect, you know, example. It's really good quality. She's showing off the product. The product, you know, it looks really cozy. It looks like a really cool material. So these are the kind of the reasons that I would give to why this creative, you know, has generated $24,000. It's relatable. It's also seasonal as well. It's very, very seasonal. It hits perfect to the season that it is right now. I honestly tend to go with creatives more like this. Creatives where the person is actually talking, they're showing off the product, they are, you know, feeling it, they're showing you how it is, they're showing you how it looks on their body, how it makes them feel. Those are the creatives that I like to run the most. But just because I like to run those creatives the most don't mean that they print the most, but that is my opinion. So when we are looking at a product, right, this is everything that we're looking at. We're looking at the creatives, we're looking at how much revenue they dropped, right? This, for me, I don't even have to watch every other creative. This is why I say the product is the most important thing, because these creatives are good. I mean, you know, we can see the revenue here, right? This is more than enough to at least test the product, right? This is more than enough. We need 5 ads to run a product test, gather data to, you know, pivot and see what we should do next. So right here, guys, this would be a product that I would think about running for sure. You know, it, even for a woman's clothing product like this, where you have to have a really good product eye to see if something, you know, looks unique, right? Like this is clothing, right? So it's all subjective as well. But to me, this looks like a unique product, right? The product itself is nice looking. It looks very nice on the woman. It looks luxury. When we're looking at clothing products specifically, you want to find products that are like this, like premium looking, luxury looking, comfortable, things that look unique, right? Like, oh wow, like that looks really nice on a girl. Because if you think that looks really nice on a girl's gonna definitely want that, because that's the whole reason of why girls want clothes, is to look nice, right? So before I take you guys off of Kalodata and I show you guys anything else, I want to show you guys some more product examples. So this one right here, I actually did test, but it didn't do that well. But I just want to show you guys, like, this product is super unique. It solves a problem as well. It's a baby wearing jacket, and it has a pocket for a baby. So obviously this is a no-brainer. This is why I tested it. Not every single product is gonna work, but this product didn't have good creatives, which was its downfall. But this is a product that has a really good, unique wow factor. So this is just another example of products that you want to look at. So as we're scrolling down, I'm gonna scroll and see. So we have, all right, so this is a little two-piece set. Two-piece sets do good as well. I'm looking for something more seasonal. Something more seasonal right now. Look like this right here. Mr. Buster's. I don't know about that. This right here, I don't know about this. This looks like this would work too. Oh look. So right, so this is something right here. This is interesting. That just poked out to me. If you guys see the revenue, they just launched and they're already at 17K. So they launched on the 4th. They have only 7 creators and they've already made 17K with this product. So I'm gonna look. It looks unique too. It's pajamas, it's seasonal. Boom, okay. So it's already hitting that criteria. Let's see. So they just took off on the 17th, 5K day, and then yesterday they hit, okay. So, bro, it's crazy, bro. Banger product, bro. Banger product. Banger product. What is the problem with this product though? Is that it doesn't have that many creatives. So a lot of people wouldn't want to run this creative because they already know that they're gonna have to make their own creatives or come up with something else, because right now, you know, it doesn't have a lot of creatives. But this is more than enough to have a product test, right? Take these 5 winning creatives from the front and test those and critique your offer, right? Work with the metrics, and I promise you will scale up a product for quarter 4. So with that being said, I hope you guys received a lot of information within me looking at Kalodata and showing you guys how I find products on Kalodata. That right there that I showed you is literally exactly how I find products on Kalodata. Those 2 products that I showed you are 2 products that I would honestly run, that I would low-key run right now. So we look at the revenue, we look at the video creatives, and we look at if the product is visually stunning, if it solves some kind of emotional problem, physical problem, if it's in demand right now, seasonal, Christmas, you know, even if you're watching this video in 3, 4, 5 months from now, right? Does it solve a problem, or does it have demand of what's going on around, or the time that you're in right now, or the time that it is? All of these things matter when finding a product and ensuring that you have success in dropshipping. Okay, boys, so I want to show you guys winning product metrics. So this is a really bad example, but I just want to show you guys. I'm currently using all of my ad managers right now for products that I'm running. So this one right now I haven't used, and I can kind of show you guys, you know, just metrics and stuff like that without having to hide anything. So this is a product that I ran a couple months ago. Did not do good. I ended up spending $7,000, only made $12,000 from this product. It was kind of my fault. I, you know, wasn't consistently scaling it. I was relying on just like 1 or 2 creatives. I was really profitable with the product until the last little bit. And then, you know, I just started to let it slowly bleed and die. And that's where we see this, you know, catch up on the spend and not really the revenue. So yeah, without further ado though, let's show you guys metrics. So right here, guys, so these are our core metrics, guys, is our CPM, our CPC, and our CTR. With these metrics, guys, you will be able to become $1 million dropshipper, guys, if you guys really just understand these three metrics, right? Your CPC is your cost per link click. So how much is costing you per person clicking on your website? Your CPM is cost per 1,000 impressions, right? So how much Meta is charging you to get the video seen by 1,000 people. Your CTR is your click-through rate. So it's just like the percentage of people that are, clicking through on the video. Now, this is what I want you guys to write down. Your CPM should ideally be anywhere from $20 to $50. Your CPM can sometimes be $60 to $100. It just depends on other metrics. People will tell you that you can scale with high CPMs. People will tell you that you can't. It's all subjective. Everything in ads really depends on your strategy. So with my strategy and what I'm telling you, an ideal CPM is between $20 and $50. Now, depending on the niche, right, like women's fashion, your CPMs can tend to be higher. So I would say, maybe around $40 to $60 for clothing. I've seen a lot of people scale with $60, $50 CPMs. I've seen people have really, really good CPMs for clothing, which is $30, $20 CPMs. But ideally, I want you to write down between $20 and $50 for your CPM. I'm giving you guys the metrics for winning products right now. So these are metrics, and this is a guide that you can write down, and you'll be able to look at this and review it and be able to correlate it to your product test and see, does this product have winning product metrics or does it have bad product metrics? So second of all, I want you guys to write down your CPC. Your CPC should ideally be under $2. If it's higher than $1, it's already kind of a little bit cost inefficient. Ideal CPMs should be anywhere from a couple of cents to $1. This is where you should see winning product metrics, right? Your CPC is below $1, your CPM is somewhere in that $20 to $50 range, and your CTR is above a 2%. If your CTR isn't above a 2 to 3%, 9 times out of 10, your creative is absolutely horrible. So a quick example for you guys. You're running a product and you have high CPCs. I'm gonna give you guys an example. If you're running a product and you have high CPMs, you have high CPC, and you have a CTR that's struggling to stay above 2%, the product is ass. You should probably cut the product. If you have metrics where your CPM is in that $20 to $50 range, let's say your CPM is $40, $45, and your CPC is $1, 90 cents, and then your CTR is 5-6%, that is metrics that your product is winning and that your creatives are hitting its target audience. If you're not getting any sales and you have metrics like that, it is due to your checkout funnel, which I will save that for another video. This video is primarily focusing on getting you guys to understand your product metrics and getting you guys to running good products. So with that being said, guys, that is your metrics right there that you guys should really be paying attention to. Right here, as you guys could see, for these ads, I have really good CPMs, I have decent CPCs, and I have just really low CTRs. So what does this tell me? This tells me that this product, when I was running it, needed better creatives. And that's exactly what my problem was with this product, is that it wasn't the product was selling, it generated $12,000, right? But, it went down and it died because of really low CTRs, not really good hook rates. That being said, guys, I hope you guys received a lot of value from this video. I will be doing more videos like this, so in the comment section below, if you enjoyed this video and it helped you, please let me know what other things you'd like me to go over inside of dropshipping, maybe things that you're struggling with, maybe things that you don't see a lot of other dropshippers talk about. And I can't wait to see how many people succeed after watching this video and applying everything that I said and finding themselves a really good product that they believe in and is actually gonna make them a lot of money in this quarter 4. So I will see you guys on the next video, and Klaus Prince is out.